Hello everyone, it's time to do some analysis here on GME. Haven't done it in a while now because we really haven't had too much price action here since that big drop on earnings, which was quite unfortunate. But kind of recharted everything here. So as far as I can tell, we could be back in a bigger flat correction, which I don't like as much. But if you look at the 4 hour, you had a pretty big cycle reset here. And did we even erase divergence? We did not erase divergence, but there was a big cycle reset. So you could have had a 1, 2, and then I thought this was a 1, 2, 1, 2. But if you play it out like a flat with an ABC crash correction up, and you get a flat target down to this area. Now it should go down all the way down to the sorry, it should go all the way down to the 236, but it doesn't always have to. Sometimes it hits the 100% retrace and that's it. Now if it did, well, I mean, it kind of hit the buy area, but I would expect for us to make a lower low. It doesn't have to do that, but that's what I'm expecting. And once you maybe break this pivot, it could end at any moment. But if you take out this pivot here, guys, I think that's going to be your deal breaker for GameStop. Now, I know a lot of people want to be bullish, and there's lots of hype. I've been watching the Reddit posts, and people are kind of just pretty upset after this drop here on earnings. But there is some good news, right? It's not all bad. But let's start off with our weekly candle here on Market Cipher, right? We got a brand new weekly candle, and man, it's not good. So the weekly candle to start off is not good. You have a 16 and a -5 on the dual band strength index. You got red money flow, red dot last week, confirming. So technically, we should actually break this pivot and get more downside according to this weekly candle. The monthly is also looking bearish with a red dot and a -5 on the dual band strength index. There's a lot of people are talking about Roaring Kitty, how he's going to come back and save the day and deep value, right? But we'll see, because right now some indicators here are not flashing good signs. 15 and a -5 on the dual band strength index, 16 and a -5 on the 3 day. The 2 day is even worse. You got a blood diamond -5, it confirmed too. And then the daily, right? The daily's kind of lulling around. I would say it's kind of neutral, not really doing much. Now there's some good news. So let's finally. I said there was going to be good news. So the good news is, even after this major drop on the 4 hour, you are already trying to recover back into the green money flow with the VWAP. So there is some good news. The bad news is that the 1 hour is already flipping back into the red. So this green money flow here may not even last, right? It could be a very small blip like this. That's why I just want to warn you guys before you get all excited about the good news. So as of now, it's not looking too great for GameStop. Now things can change if the Fed pivot affects the markets to a point where the small caps continue to surge higher and yields collapse, then GameStop is probably gonna thrive in that environment. And then this will be the dip buy of a century, right? And then you should start to take off higher. Earnings, they missed on revenue, surprised on EPS, and then it wasn't doing too much, and then it dropped like 12% in the after hours. So, a lot of people were kind of devastated. My options aren't really worth much anymore. Actually, they're in the red. But that's what it is, right? You take some chances, you make some bets. Sometimes they play out, sometimes they won't. And right now, let's take a look at Wave Edge. So let's see what I can tell you guys about Wave Edge. So Wave Edge, not seeing any new signals here on the weekly time frame. The monthly time frame even less. The 4 day, nothing there. 3 day, 2 day, daily, nothing there. Actually, the daily, we did get a green cross after this big drop here. So the daily got a green cross around the $20.30 mark. So let's see if this turns into anything substantial. We've seen rallies come after green crosses, right? Pretty substantial ones. The last three ones. One here, you got a rally. One here, you got a bit of a rally, then it came back down, so not too much. But from this candle, right, you got a pretty big gap open. I believe this surged higher. Let me see how much. Went up about 17%, so not bad. From this green cross, you got a 23% rally. So maybe this is a sign that we should be getting a rally soon. But there's also some other signs here on the smaller time frames that I'm gonna get into that aren't too great. So I'm not bringing too much good news today, but at least it's what I can see in the chart. I'm not just selling you BS, right? Because a lot of people just sell BS and they think it's gonna, moon forever, and that's not the case, right? So I give you guys what I see, and right now there is a couple signs that there are green crosses at the lows, like this one down here was your long signal on wave edge, and you take it along with other pieces of data, right? Not just one indicator, but you piece it together with your Elliott wave counts. And if you have a dip by here and you see a green cross, then hey, that's your time to possibly try a long position, but obviously with stops below. So there you go. That's one there. Now there is a red cross up here, a short signal. And it's actually already playing out. So it looks like it's going for one more dip. If we could make a lower low with maybe some bullish div, I'd be more comfortable in taking a long position, as my stop would be very small, between $18.77 essentially. And if we do go below that, then I would have to stop out again, right? And that would be unfortunate. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. I don't really have much other signals here or like data to give you all. It's no real point in me diving to the minute time frame. Someone asked me to check like the 3 minute, like, guys, that won't matter, because like if I give you a 3 minute signal, it's not for you to open a weekly long position, right? You need the larger time frames to show you good signs of a low being formed for you to enter a long and hold on for weeks. And if you're watching the video for 3 minute analysis, then the time has probably passed by the time you watch the video. So there's no point in me doing that. If you really want that, you can join the Discord just as like a supporter. And it's like the minimum requirement is like $5 or something, and I can give you analysis on the spot for GameStop. Anyways, have a good day, guys, and hopefully GameStop gets some nice price action towards the upside. Again, if we break this pivot, then it should be all over for GME. Again, it's not good news, but it's news, regardless. So maybe I'll enter a trade tomorrow. We'll see.